Hello. So, I'm back. This is about spiritual boundaries. There are a number of spiritual boundaries that are important for keeping yourself well. There is a common saying about waiting for a lightning bolt to strike us. While this will most likely not happen as a result of some spiritual punishment, the fear has been dully placed in our psyche. As a result, we need to define spiritual boundaries. So, in our spiritual boundaries, these can be the most sinister as we ignore them or process them so strongly that our own identity lapses into nothing more than a conduct conduit for someone else's words or beliefs, core values. Most people have never defined their core values and so have difficulty understanding why are they conflicted or having chaos in their lives. This is true in life, or more specifically, in the spiritual life. As we define who we are, we must also define each area of our life to understand who we are and the boundaries we want to set for ourselves. This begins with our core values. These core values create who we are and what we do on a daily basis. Our true identity is built by what we decide we are going to believe over a lifetime. These central beliefs shape our choices in jobs, fun, and even our significant other. So, central belief system. These are beliefs that shape our daily actions and thoughts. Those thoughts that incriminate us or celebrate the life we lead. The good, the bad we have done are developed in our mind by that belief system. In order to begin examining your core values and central belief system, try writing your personal mission statement from page 13. If you've already done so, examine your mission statement and see if you can identify any core values or central beliefs. Even if we no longer share or support the beliefs we grew up with, they are still able to influence our culture, our current beliefs. So, fundamental spiritual structure. The key to unlocking our beliefs lie in the fundamental spiritual structure. This is the structure that we have grown up with and have learned to believe and act upon. Actions over time develop habit and belief in a certain structure. That structure creates the boundaries that protect us and creates walls that are hard to penetrate. External spiritual boundaries. External spiritual boundaries are the ones we most understand and are affected by until we understand inner spiritual boundaries. The external barriers are more easily seen and kept under control because they are visible to everyone. We have to make a conscious effort to fit in with the crowd or make a special effort to not fit in based on those external boundaries. Bad influence. We are taught when we are young to not hang around bad people or bad influences. However, as we age, the boundaries from our caregivers becomes less restrictive and we need to establish these for ourselves. The creation of these protections becomes less guided by authority and more by our convictions. The external influences by the internet, media, authority, and more by our conviction, media, Hollywood, and our circle of influence are important to what we allow into our consciousness and subconscious minds. They can influence us in small or large ways. As much as nutrition affects our physical health, this onslaught of material that we allow our senses to come in contact with directly and indirectly affect our fundamental structures mentally. So, bad habits. As these structures are affected, we in turn create either good or bad habits. These new structures we allow to be created mold our action set. Bad habits can be formed from this external attack or our moral fiber. Forcibly or consciously creating those habits that will remain congruent to our core values is critical to maintaining inner peace and combating the chaos created by not doing battle correctly. What are the effects of crossing these barriers and letting them slide? The end result of not maintaining proper boundaries is the existence of a continual chaos and sometimes misdirection in our lives. Once we find ourselves off in a direction we did not plan or hope for, it can take a great deal of effort to find our place again. What can we do to protect ourselves? The key is to protect our boundaries from the onset and not let others travel so far down the derogatory path. Space repetition with the good information that you wish to put into your mind. Daily meditation and focus on the path that you want to travel, and careful consideration of those whom you choose to associate with. These steps may help you create the spiritual freedom you want and the separation from the troublesome part of your spiritual path. So what I get from that basically is not letting somebody, like, if you're a practicing Christian, not letting those around you influence your own spiritual boundaries. Like, if you don't feel comfortable, like, for example, if you're an atheist and you don't want to go into a Christian church, but your Christian friend is really bugging you, they're pushing your spiritual boundaries. Or if something goes against your values and somebody wants you to do it, that would be pushing your spiritual boundaries. So it comes with a spiritual meditation. It says feel free to adopt this meditation so it fits you better. Get the room or space ready for meditation. Clear away any workbooks, papers. If you can, dim the lights or even light a candle. Make sure the room is as quiet as possible. Find a comfortable position and maintain for 10 to 15 minutes. It says begin by breathing in deeply. Feel your abdomen expand outwards and up towards the ceiling. Slowly breathe out all the air in your lungs, drawing your belly towards your spine. Again, breathe in deeply, pushing your belly button out as far as you can. Breathe out, pulling your belly button in as far as you can. Continue concentrating on your breathing. Slowly in and slowly out. Pause reading for about 4 or 5 breaths. So it's saying for 4 or 5 breaths, just focus on your breathing. Continue breathing as you imagine walking along a path in a lovely wooded area. Pay attention to the color of the trees, the breeze blowing gently, the sound of the birds in the trees. Continue your walk, taking in sensations of the forest around you. Pause reading for 4 or 5 breaths. As you travel along in the woods, you come across a clearing. In this clearing is a small dwelling. You slowly walk towards this little building in the clearing. As you near the building, you notice someone sitting out front. As you approach, it becomes clear to you who it is. For all of us, this is a different person. Someone you are connected to spiritually. It may be someone you know, may be someone you never met, or even someone not of this earth. As you approach this person, they invite you to come join them. You are invited to ask any questions you may have. And then it says pause reading for 3 or 5 minutes, longer if time allows, and just focus on your breathing while having this image in your mind. It is now time to end your talk and walk back towards the woods. Pause the reading for 2 or 3 breaths while you're walking back. As you reach the place where you began, slowly come back to the room and open your eyes. Know that you can come back to this place whenever you wish to seek guidance, a spiritual moment, or relaxation. So, thank you for watching.